Hello everyone. In this video, I just want to talk about the 2024 presidential election and why I think that election results will not be respected again. So I think basically, if a Democrat wins the election, Republicans will not accept election results. If a Republican wins, Democrats will also not accept election results. And basically, the trend is, if you really think about it, ever since 2016, the trend has been more and more skepticism of election results. In 2016, you had Russians meddling with the election. Whether or not that's actually true, I have no idea, but that was the narrative. And you had problems with Facebook and YouTube with false news or fake news and bots, and you had voter fraud and etc. And in 2020, you had outright rejection of election results, and a good amount of population believed that there was a secret plot to manipulate election results. And so I think basically, if you look at the trend in 2024, it's going to get worse. Everything that happened before, I think, is going to get a whole lot worse because mostly the fundamental underlying problems haven't gone away. And so the biggest problem last time was having an accurate and secure voting system. People believe that the election results were manipulated. So if you could assure that the voting system is accurate, then that would not be a problem. But I don't know about you guys, but I didn't hear about any changes happening in the voting system or with the voting machines or anything. I think that's going to be a big problem again. It's actually quite silly that there wasn't any, more talk about any changes or more security or anything. And two, I think behind all this, I think the most fundamental reason why people are very angry right now is because of wealth inequality. So basically, this is a chart, and basically, when you have periods of a lot of wealth inequality, you have more and more social unrest. So I think so. Last time that happened was sometimes in the 30s, and now we are seeing it now, and it's a function of just not enough, the pie not being equally distributed among the population. So it's a very core thing that human beings do. Basically, when things aren't working out, we kind of want things to change, and we do that by being angry. So I think to go on to another point, I think 2024 will be full of extreme views. I think both the left and the right will get more and more extreme, and that's going to squeeze out the moderates in the middle. So you're going to have more extreme ideologies, and you're going to have the desire to beat the other side will basically overcome a logic. So you're going to have people going like, hey, well, we shouldn't be doing this, but then you're gonna have other people saying, yeah, but we're gonna do it my way, or you're with them, and basically people are gonna be forced to choose sides, and that's gonna be a big problem because you're gonna see a lot of people who appear to be on one end of the political spectrum, but actually they don't really believe it in entirety. They're just there because they don't want to be associated with the other party, and yeah. And so probably I expect a lot of talk of civil war happening, and I just don't think this is going to happen. Mostly because the military is basically, as far as I understand it, it's pretty much all mostly moderate to Republican. So the military is not politically divided. And also, if there was a civil war, the Republicans would just straight up win because they have all the guns and they're the police and they're the military. So, the people on the left, if you think you're going to win the military civil war, probably not going to end up happening. And also, a civil war like the one, like the American Civil War in the 1800s, likely not going to happen. If there is any sort of bloodshed or killing, it's probably going to be very isolated and small, relatively small scale compared to the actual American Civil War, which was an all-out war. So, and also, I think in the long run, I think all of this is okay, and all of this is actually good for America, because historically speaking, human beings are really good at like when systems and institutions stop working, human beings are really good at replacing them and getting new systems and institutions. So basically, the analogy I could give is, there's a forest, and they say, how they say that forest fires are actually good for the forest because it gets rid of all of the dead trees and all the weeds and all the bad stuff. So I think that's what we're doing right now. So we all know Congress is pretty inept. We all know bureaucracy is really bad. There's a lot of corruption. Our current systems and institutions don't really work anymore. Like, for example, if you're anywhere my age, 21 years old, you pretty much don't trust in any of your institutions. You don't trust Congress. You don't trust the SEC. You don't trust the FDA. You don't trust a lot of these organizations to be good and to be looking out for you. You just don't. And like, I also don't trust the media. So basically, you want to replace them with new ones. And basically, this is something that's been happening throughout world history, and every single civilization has come to a point where there's a combination of immense wealth inequality, immense amount of bureaucracy, and so the gears of civilization starts clogging up. And so you need events like these, and you need events to happen to clear out all the stuff. You need the forest fire to clear out all the bad stuff and allow people to replace old systems and institutions with new ones that they're satisfied with. And it is just a thing that's been happening throughout human history and periodically throughout American history. So I think in the end, I think the United States will, there'll be some fighting, but I think in general that we still really do care about each other, and we still love the ideology of democracy and capitalism that we all live under. And things will be okay in the end. I think in the end we'll come out stronger. But we're just gonna have to go through this little itsy bitsy shit that's gonna happen. And I'm not clearly I don't really know exactly how bad things will get, but I do suspect something more significant than the Capitol riots will occur. And of course, there's a bunch of black swans that I cannot predict. So, but in general, this is my general outlook of the 2024 elections. And, I'm probably not even going to vote on this. So if you like the video, please subscribe. If you have any comments, if you hate me or if you like what I have to say, comment down below. I would love to see what everyone thinks. And so, again, I would like to restate that, or say that I'm neither Republican or Democratic. I genuinely hate both political parties right now because I don't think any politician on either side actually cares about the American people. So, that's the video, and bye.